3 years ago, I paid $25 for 12 sweet potato slips online. 12. Half of them died in the first week. The other half gave me maybe 10 pounds of potatoes. That's more than $2 per pound for something I was supposed to grow for free. Then my neighbor, 73 years old, bad knees, gardens from a chair, showed me her bucket of sweet potatoes. One bucket. From one potato she forgot in her pantry. I asked her, "What's your secret?" She laughed and said, "Honey, the secret is I'm too lazy to do it the hard way. My neighbor Ruth doesn't dig. She doesn't bend over. She gardens from a plastic chair with a long-handled trowel. And every fall, she harvests more sweet potatoes than anyone on our street. Her secret? She does less. No fancy equipment, no daily watering schedule, no complicated methods. Just one forgotten potato and a little bit of patience. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what Ruth taught me. By the end of this video, you'll know how to turn $1 worth of sweet potato into 150 pounds of food. No bending, no heavy lifting, no green thumb required. And stick around to the end. I'll show you a curing trick that doubles your storage time, and a bonus that most American gardeners don't know about. Sweet potatoes are one of the most productive crops you can grow. They're forgiving. They store for months. And once you know how to grow your own slips, you never have to buy them again. That's true food independence. Now, before we go further, if you have dogs, cats, or grandkids who like to explore the garden, good news. Sweet potato plants are completely non-toxic. The vines, the leaves, even the flowers. Your golden retriever can roll around in them. Your grandkids can pick the leaves. Your chickens can snack on the vines. No worries. Totally safe. This is one of the reasons I love sweet potatoes for family gardens. Let's clear up a common confusion first. Sweet potatoes are not regular potatoes. Regular potatoes are nightshades, like tomatoes. Sweet potatoes are actually related to morning glories. They're tuberous roots, not tubers, and slips. Those are the rooted sprouts that grow from the sweet potato itself. That's what we're going to create today. And here's the beautiful part. They practically grow themselves. Timing matters with sweet potatoes. They need warm soil and warm nights, at least 50 degrees Fahrenheit at night consistently, so you don't plant them right after your last frost like tomatoes. You wait 3 to 4 weeks after your last frost. Here's the simple formula. Take your last frost date, add 1 month. That's your planting day. Now count backwards 60 to 90 days. That's when you start sprouting your potato. For most of us in zones 5 through 8, that means starting indoors in late February or March. No rush. Sweet potatoes reward patience, not hustle. Where do you get your starter potato? 3 options. First, the grocery store. Easy to find. Cheap. Works fine. Second, Asian markets. Better variety. Often more flavorful. My personal favorite. Third, your own harvest from last year. These sprout the fastest because they're already adapted to your climate. My top picks: Murasaki, purple skin with white flesh, reliable and productive. Okinawan, tan skin with deep purple flesh. The sweetest variety I've grown. Whatever you choose, pick a potato that's firm, no soft spots, and preferably organic if you can find it. Some conventional potatoes are treated with sprout inhibitors. Organic ones aren't. Quick question before we continue. Are you team container or team ground? Drop a C or a G in the comments. I'm curious which method our community prefers. Now let's set up your slip station. Forget the toothpick and water glass method. It's slow, and it fails more often than it works. Here's the lazy way. Get a plastic storage bin with a lid. Any size works. Fill it halfway with moist potting mix. Not wet, just damp. Lay your sweet potatoes horizontally on top. Then bury them halfway. The top half stays exposed. Crack the lid slightly for airflow. Put it somewhere warm with at least 6 hours of light. A south-facing window works great. Optional. Put a heat mat underneath set to 75 to 80 degrees. This speeds things up. Set it and forget it. Check once a week. That's it. For the first 2 weeks, you might not see anything. Don't panic. The potato is growing roots underneath. You just can't see them yet. After 3 to 4 weeks, little bumps will appear. Then tiny leaves. Those are your slips starting to form. One important thing. If your slip station is by a window, the glass blocks UV light. The slips will be a bit tender. Before planting outside, you need to harden them off. Set them outside in the shade for a few hours each day, gradually increasing sun exposure over a week. Your forgetfulness is a feature, not a bug. When your slips are 6 to 8 inches tall, they're ready to harvest. Grab the slip at the base and twist it off, or use clean scissors. Here's the cool part. Every node on that slip, every little bump where a leaf attaches, can become its own plant. So you can cut one slip into 2 or 3 pieces if you want more plants. Let me break down the numbers again. One potato can produce 50 slips or more. Each slip, planted properly, will give you 3 to 5 pounds of sweet potatoes. 50 slips times 3 to 5 pounds. That's 150 to 250 pounds of sweet potatoes. From one potato that cost you $1 or $2. The lazier you are about splitting, the more slips you get. Planting day. 2 rules for success. First, plant in the evening or on a cloudy day. Hot afternoon sun will stress fresh transplants. Second, water deeply right after planting. And I mean deeply. Space your slips 12 to 18 inches apart. Dig a small hole, add a pinch of 5-5-5 fertilizer and bone meal if you have it. Bury the stem up to the first set of leaves. Now here's the critical part. The first 2 weeks are everything. Water daily. Soak the soil thoroughly. The number 1 reason slips fail is letting them dry out in those first 14 days. After that, sweet potatoes are incredibly drought tolerant. But those first 2 weeks, don't skip watering. Have you ever eaten sweet potato leaves? Comment yes or no below. If enough of you say yes, I might do a cooking video next. Sweet potato vines can grow 10 feet long or more. And here's what happens. Every place the vine touches soil, it wants to root. That sounds good, but it actually spreads the plant's energy. You get lots of tiny potatoes instead of fewer big ones. So every couple weeks, lift the vines and reposition them. Keep them from rooting where you don't want them. Fertilize once, about a month after planting. That's it. Do less. Harvest more. That's the sweet potato way. Now here's something most American gardeners don't know. See these leaves? They're not just pretty. They're food. In Africa and Asia, sweet potato leaves are a staple vegetable, more nutritious than spinach. and they grow back after you pick them. Steam them with garlic. Stir fry with soy sauce. Add to soups. So while you're waiting for your potatoes to mature, you're harvesting greens for free, all season long. One plant, two harvests. That's what I call lazy genius gardening. Let's cover the 6 most common problems and how to fix them. Problem 1. Slips, wilt, or die after transplanting. Cause: not enough water in those first 2 weeks, or planting in hot afternoon sun. Solution: plant in evening. Water daily for 14 days. Problem 2. Slow growth. Cause: soil is too cold. Solution: wait for warmer weather, or use black plastic mulch to warm the soil. Problem 3. Yellow leaves. Cause: either overwatering or nutrient deficiency. Solution: check drainage. Add a light fertilizer if needed. Problem 4. Something is eating your potatoes underground. Cause: voles or mice. Solution: line your bed with hardware cloth or grow in containers. Problem 5. Cracked potatoes. Cause: uneven moisture. Too dry, then too wet. Solution: mulch heavily to keep moisture consistent. Problem 6. Potatoes taste bland. Cause: you skipped the curing step. Which brings us to the bonus I promised. Freshly dug sweet potatoes are starchy and bland. They need to cure. Curing converts the starches into sugars. It's what makes sweet potatoes actually sweet. Here's how. Keep your harvested potatoes at 80 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit with high humidity, 85 to 90% for 10 to 14 days. A warm closet with a pan of water works, or a bathroom you're not using. After curing, store them at 55 to 60 degrees. Not the refrigerator. Cold damages them. Done right, your sweet potatoes will keep for 6 months or longer. Curing takes time, not effort. Perfect for us. Let me paint you a picture. It's October. You're sitting on your porch, basket of sweet potatoes next to you. Your neighbor walks by and stops. "Where did you get all those?" And you smile and say, "From one potato I forgot in the pantry." Their jaw drops. "How much did that cost you?" "About $1. That's the moment. That's what we're building toward. Not just food, not just savings. The look on their face when they realize you figured out something they didn't, and you did it the lazy way. If this helped you, hit that subscribe button and comment below. What variety are you going to try first? I read every comment. See you in the next one. Happy lazy gardening.